Welcome back to Car Operation, where we dive deep into the machines that excite us. Today we have something truly rare, the 2026 Gold Hàmmar H2 Jeep. It's an audacious name, a combination of luxury, toughness and bold design. In this review we'll take you through every inch, the exterior, the interior, under the hood, suspension and driving behavior, and then we'll close with what it costs, or might cost, and whether it's worth your attention. So buckle up, let's get into it. Let me start by being upfront. Information on the Gold Hàmmar H2 Jeep is extremely limited. It's not a mass market model with broad exposure. Some of the details I'll hypothesize or infer based on known H2 lineage, especially the classic Hàmmar H2, and what Gold Hàmmar might imply. Gold finishes, premium touches, possibly bespoke upgrades. Wherever I speculate, I'll flag that. But the goal is to give your audience a crisp, compelling impression of what this machine could be like, and what to watch out for. We begin with the look, the exterior. The Gold Hàmmar H2 presents itself with a bold, imposing stance. Think towering proportions, wide fenders, high ground clearance. The bodywork is muscular, squared-off wheel arches, flattened roof edges, minimal curves. The gold tag suggests accent trims, golden badges, possibly gold chrome detailing along side strips, grille surround, mirror caps and door handles. The front fascia likely has a bold, upright grille, broad vertical slats or mesh in a dark contrast, flanked by stacked LED headlamps, daytime running strips above or vertical bars. Expect chunky skid plates at the bottom, large air intakes or faux vents, and LED fog lights embedded in the lower corners. From the side view you'll see short overhangs front and rear, a long wheelbase, and rugged side steps or rock rails. The wheels are likely very large, 20 or 22 inches or more, with off-road ready tires. The design may include flared wheel arches to accommodate those wheels and to reinforce the tough attitude. The windows may have a stepped-down beltline, giving the upper part a narrower look, reinforcing the boxy but premium aesthetic. The roofline might remain flat, possibly with roof rails or crossbars, and a panoramic roof glass panel or removable roof sections if they pushed for that kind of exclusivity. At the rear, expect vertical tail lamps, LED bars, with bold surrounds and possibly minimalist styling. A spare wheel might be mounted on the tailgate or under the floor, depending on design. A diffuser or skid-style lower guard could be present, and twin exhausts or stylized vents for effect even if exhausts aren't visible. Rear bumper is squared off, possibly with tow hooks or recovery points. The overall effect from all angles is rugged, aggressive, luxurious but unapologetically large. Now moving inside, the interior. This is where the gold theme should shine. Picture a cabin that combines brutal off-road capability with bespoke luxury touches. Premium leather dominates, seats, door panels, dash coverings, likely in colors that complement gold, e.g. black with gold stitching or accents, deep brown, or two-tone themes. Real metal or carbon fiber inserts, perhaps brushed gold or bronze trim pieces, may run along door sills, dashboard edges, air vent surrounds and center console. Space is generous. The cabin probably seats 5 to 7, with optional seating configurations. Legroom and headroom are ample, especially because the boxy shape helps maximize usable space. The driver sits high, with commanding visibility over the hood. The instrument cluster may be fully digital, with customizable displays, and there may be a heads-up display projecting key data onto the windshield. The center console would host a touchscreen, likely large, vertical or wide, powering infotainment, navigation, climate control, vehicle settings. That screen may support wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and possibly off-road telemetry readouts, altitude, pitch, roll, etc. Comfort features would be plentiful. Heated and ventilated seats, massaging functions, memory settings, power adjustment in multiple directions. Rear seats may also get heating, and possibly individual climate control vents and USB/USB-C ports. Storage gets attention. Door pockets, center bin, cup holders, underfloor trays, and possibly hidden compartments. The cargo area behind the rear seats is roomy, with fold-down seats to expand capacity. There might even be power-operated tailgate or split tailgate for practicality. Sound insulation is expected to be robust, to isolate cabin occupants from wind and road noise, while maintaining a sense of solidity. Ambient interior lighting, LED strips, likely adorns footwells, door edges, console borders. Quality materials. Soft touch plastics, Alcantara in certain zones, stitched leather, premium headliner fabric. Steering wheel would be thick, trimmed in leather, with controls for audio, cruise, drive modes, and voice commands. A premium audio system, 10 to 20 speakers, would deliver clarity, possibly with subwoofers integrated discreetly. On the safety and convenience side, you'd expect full suite of features: multiple airbags, traction control, electronic stability control, hill descent, ascent assist, 360 degrees cameras, parking sensors front rear, blind spot monitor, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning and autonomous braking, possibly even more advanced driver assist systems such as semi-autonomous highway assist. Rear passengers might get sunshades, individual reading lights, ambient controls. Let's now lift the hood and look at engine, powertrain and mechanical setup. Because this is a conceptual or highly specialized version, Gold Hàmmar H2 Jeep, the powertrain is speculative but informed by past H2 tradition, Hàmmar H2, etc. The original H2 used large displacement V8 petrol engines. For a 2026 version, one might expect a modern high-output V8 or even a hybridized V8, or perhaps a full electric or plug-in hybrid version, depending on the path this custom brand wants. But assuming they stay with internal combustion, a plausible layout might be a twin-turbo V8, displacing somewhere between 4.0 to 6.2 liters, producing between 500 and 700 plus horsepower, and torque in the 700 to 900 Nm range, or more. If hybrid support is included, perhaps an electric motor assist on the axle, boosting low-end torque and improving efficiency. The transmission would likely be a robust automatic, 8-speed, 10-speed, or more, with full-time four-wheel drive, a locking center differential, and selectable drive modes: Eco, Sport, Off-Road, Rock Crawl. A torque vectoring system could optimize wheel torque delivery under dynamic conditions. As for suspension and chassis, expect a fully independent suspension setup, or a heavy-duty configuration tuned for both on-road comfort and off-road capability. Front. Wishbones, multi-link arrangement with coil springs or air suspension. Rear. Perhaps multi-link or integral link, possibly with air suspension or adaptive dampers to allow variable ride height raising for off-road, lowering for highway stability. Adjustable dampers, comfort, sport, off-road modes, would let the driver tune ride firmness. The chassis itself could be a body-on-frame construction or a hybrid monocoque plus reinforced underbody, with skid plates, crossmembers, and rigid structural bracing to handle torque, torsion, and off-road stress. Brakes would be large ventilated discs all around, possibly ceramic for a premium variant, with ABS, EBD, brake assist. The wheels and tires will be chosen to match the attitude, large diameter alloys with wide, off-road capable tires, but balanced to maintain road manners. On road, the performance and ride behavior is critical. Given the size and mass, this is no small car, but well-tuned suspension, intelligent damping, and modern stability control systems can give surprisingly good handling, especially in straight-line acceleration or highway cruising. The powertrain must deliver strong, smooth torque from low RPM to push this mass. In normal mode, it should feel comfortable, composed, with body roll controlled. In sport or dynamic modes, sharper throttle response, firmer damping, faster shifts, and more aggressive steering weight should make it feel more engaging. In off-road mode, when you engage rock, sand, or snow settings, the car should raise ride height, soften damping to absorb bumps, modify throttle mapping, and optimize traction control thresholds. Locking differentials, crawl control, hill ascent-descent systems will assist the driver. The suspension travel must be generous to soak big bumps, maintain wheel contact, and control articulation across uneven terrain. Handling compromises will be expected. Tight cornering may induce body lean, steering feel may be on the heavier side, braking distances lengthen under load, and fuel economy is unlikely to be kind. But if the engineers here nailed the balance, the Hàmmar H2 could deliver a usable, bold driving experience both off-road and on-road, with comfort over broken surfaces and control during aggressive inputs. Acceleration numbers. If, for example, it delivers 600 to 650 HP and 800 Nm torque, 0 to 100 km per hour, 0-62 miles per hour, might come in the 4 to 5 second bracket, impressive for a heavy SUV. Top speed might be 200 km per hour plus territory if geared for it. The ride height, though high, would lower in highway mode for aerodynamic benefit. In braking and handling, stability control would intervene when pushed hard, but with driver mode selecting override, a skilled driver might feel the vehicle respond in a raw, visceral way. Now let's talk price, value and positioning. Because this is a rare or niche model, the pricing is speculative but must reflect its exclusivity, performance, luxury finishes, and engineering. Think of premium luxury off-road SUVs and bespoke models, it must command a high premium. In markets where the Hàmmar H2 legacy remains known, a restored or modernized version sells for multi-million-dollar levels. In Pakistan, for example, used Hàmmar H2s already fetch tens of millions of rupees. The base H2 used in Pakistan starts around 16 million Pakistani rupees for standard models. The SUV variant H2 SUT used can go up to 31 million Pakistani rupees. But those are legacy models, without bespoke luxury upgrades. For this 2026 Gold Hàmmar H2, you'd expect it to command a premium multiple above standard luxury SUVs. In a high-end market, one might expect the pricing to be in the realm of $150,000 to $300,000 or more, depending on customizations or their equivalent in local markets. In Pakistan or regional Middle East markets, import duties and tax markups would inflate that significantly, perhaps doubling or even tripling the base price. So in Pakistani rupees, you might see a price in excess of 50 million Pakistani rupees or more depending on exclusivity, customization, and import burden. In delivering value, the Gold Hàmmar must offer more than just brute presence, top-tier build quality, reliability, service support, strong brand identity, and thoughtful details. If buyers see it as a showpiece and a capable off-roader, it can justify the price. But if it suffers from poor refinement, maintenance difficulties, low resale, or weak support network, owners will suffer. As part of the review, you can highlight pros and cons. Strengths might include unmistakable presence and statement-making design, high performance potential with modern powertrain, off-road capability, ruggedness built in, luxurious touches, bespoke interior, premium materials, versatility across terrain modes. Unique factor, it stands out in any crowd. Weaknesses or challenges might include very high cost to acquire, import, maintain. Fuel consumption will likely be punishing. Size and bulk hamper maneuverability in tight urban areas. Parts and servicing might be limited or expensive. Ride and handling may not match that of lighter SUVs. Resale and market appeal may be niche. Finally, in your video you can close with a verdict. For those who want bold exclusivity, want to be seen, and want performance plus off-road capability in one exotic package, the Gold Hàmmar H2 Jeep could be a dream. But for most buyers, more practical, better supported SUVs will make more sense. It's a halo machine, a flagship of capability and flair, not a mass-market daily driver. You might suggest to your viewers, keep an eye out for official specifications, real-world tests, acceleration, fuel economy, off-road trials, price announcements in local markets, and how it performs after a few thousand kilometers. Encourage them to comment if they spot one or no more details. And in your narration, use close-up B-rolls of the gold trim, leather stitching, wheel detail, suspension articulation, engine bay, and contrast between asphalt and rocky terrain. This script gives you a narrative arc. Tease the car, walk through exterior, interior, mechanicals, driving impressions, pros, cons, price analysis, and your closing take. You can pace it with video clips, cutaways, voiceover, driving footage, and dynamic camera angles. It should fill roughly 8 to 12 minutes depending on pacing and B-roll usage.